Okay. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning. It's time. It's time. It is Monday, June 23rd, 2025, and it is 6:08 a.m. I slept over. Slept in. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I slept in.
Okay. I used to be afraid of the world outside my door, so I lived within the pages of a book. I used to be so scared of what I couldn't control. It seemed whatever I touched, I broke. The wind at my back, the grass so green, the sun on my face, it was all a dream till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I'll help you stand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning, and as long as we are together, life can only get better. I used to be embarrassed about my eyes, my nose, my smile, so I hid my face behind my hair. I spent so many years feeling like I was drowning. Now finally I'm coming up for air. Laughing out loud, being part of a team, touching the stars, it was all a dream till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I understand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning, and as long as we are together, life can only get better. Life can only get better.
So, welcome to our new members of our community. Just want to start with that right off. A lot of stuff happened last week. I'm going to have to make this incredibly short because schedule is so tight today, so tight this week to get all this stuff done. Woohoo, lucky you. Remember I mentioned remember I mentioned last week my dear friend Nicole Akers that she turned up on Substack, and I said, I'm pretty sure she's gonna join the community. she signed up to join the community before I had completed recording last Monday's coffee. So I was right. So welcome, Nicole. And we have Brody S. Also goes by Darkening Multiverse. Cool name. Welcome, Brody. We have Raina Farrell. Welcome, Raina. We have Oren Truitt. Welcome, Oren. And we have Jordan from plotter.com. Huh. Okay. Welcome, Jordan. My little brother's name is Jordan. It's a good name. Gail Hall. Welcome, Gail. And we have Frost and Flame. That's the email. Cool name. Welcome, Frost and Flame. Lots of things. I love that we're in July, things really start ramping up again. So I'm excited getting back to the main stories, getting back to short stories, getting back to, everything becomes fiction. And so I'm happy about that. Last week we finished Ink and Purpose, the series. That was 12 articles. I just wanted to convince people how important fiction is. I mean, stories are important. They've always been important. But I want to encourage fiction writers to keep going. And like I said before, I've said this time and again, I don't know why I'm so paranoid about this, but I just want to make sure that people don't think that I'm smarter than I am. I wrote a very opinionated series of articles about why I think fiction is so important, and then I went to try to find somebody on the internet that did studies, psychology and things. I don't know anything about psychology. That you got to talk to my 18-year-old son about that stuff. But I just tried to find someone that supported my point of view. So it's like it's completely biased. I'm not gonna try to tell you that, I've done all this research and this is the way that it actually. No, that's not a thing with me. I am so opinionated. It's just I want to have fun. I want people to be able to learn and grow and become the very best version of them by reading stories that they enjoy. It doesn't have to be mine. Just read fiction. Just enjoy it. And so I just found studies and things done and tried to include links so you could go and do your own research. I read just enough of the stuff to go, oh, hey, that supports me. Okay, I'll put that in. So because I like transparency, I like you being able to have confidence in me. And I don't want you to read these articles. I mean, it's good stuff, but I don't want you to think that like I came up with that. I didn't. I didn't. I just wondered if anyone agreed with me in the world, and lo and behold, a lot of people did. So cool. That was like total chance. Anyway, the Ink and Purpose series is done. All 12 articles. It turned out really, really well. And I'm very pleased with that. And I think it needs to be made into a paperback book. So I'm going to do that. Probably be $10 to $12. And I will get that. I'll start working on that. But we'll get that out. Because I really think that will help a lot of writers. I also think that it would really help parents and teachers, librarians. Hopefully to put the passion back into their encouraging kids to read. So anyway, so that'll be a project. Gear Girls, their single, Stand Anyway, dropped on Friday. And I did give, because people were yammering for it, so I put it out there before then, which maybe I shouldn't do that. But after that dropped, there was enough direct messages to me and comments that people wanted more. No, I will not mention your name, DW. So I went and made mainly because people were trying to look for other music, and I that's never been something that I really focused on. It's just, as I get music, I talked to MS from Gnome Tone Records down there in Clockwork City. What do they call that? A subsidiary? I don't know. It's a branch of WHRN. And, I have an in. So I can get access to some of this music, not everything, but some of this music. And so I like putting it up here so you can enjoy and experience other aspects of, the Wanted Hero universe. And again, I won't mention your name, DW, but you wanted me to index some of this stuff to make it easier to get so that people could experience it. That makes sense. So now there is a your music index. There's a new tab at the top on Life of Fiction that just says music, because I went, oh, wow, I actually have a lot of music, and there's more coming. So we've got Big Benny and the Fat Bottoms, their original album. All those songs are on there. Instead of you having the index is going to, every single time that I have a song that is available, because I am going to release songs as articles when something comes up. And then just like the books, the Start Here page with all the chapters of Chronicles of a Hero, I will have a page that has all the songs listed. And unlike it being a link to the article, I'm actually just making a page and then inputting or embedding, that's the word, embedding the music right there on that page. So you can actually go down the page and just listen to everything from that one page. But if you want the extra lore, the information behind these songs, you'll have to go to the article for that. But if you just want to, you're listening to things on your phone, you just want to listen to the different music, you can do that from the index page. So you're welcome. So we've got Big Benny and the Fat Bottoms. They have their first album, which did really well. All mostly just silly songs. It was nice because I went to their live concert. That was freaking awesome. And they were they were sponsored by Filbert Bellows. He's the one that sponsors Al Hanna and Dax and Wendell in the Trench Wars games. And what was really cool is I discovered Gear Girls because they were opening for Big Benny. And they used to work in the pits. They used to work for Trench Wars. They were mechanics and technicians. So they got booted. That sucks. What is wrong with employment, especially among gnomes? Anyway, so we have Big Benny and the Fat Bottoms, their first album. I got permission. I've already made negotiations, so I will eventually have their second album, their live album. We'll put that up. There's a few songs up there right now. I think like four or five, something like that. Anyway, you can go there and check it out. So their second album's coming out. Also, guess what? I got a text, and BB Wing on the index page. The very first one you'll see is BB Wing, and that was hard to get. He made an agreement because I asked. He's so good. I love his guitar playing. He's so good. I asked if he had any, songs that he's never released that he'd be willing to let humans listen to, and that's this first album was done exclusively for Life of Fiction. This is a big deal. Anyway, I asked if he was doing another album, and yeah, they just completed in the studio. I asked if I could please share it with my readers, and we kept our agreement with the first album. And he said, "Yes, you can." So. This is more the modern stuff, the things that he's doing right now. Oh, and I'm not sure which one, so I'll know when we get it. But apparently he's doing shows with his oldest boy, who also plays guitar. I think they do like a duet or a duel or something like that. I don't have a lot of information on that, but when the manager told me, MS told that to me, and I was just like, yeah, I want to know more about that. I would like to put that up there. So when I get that, I will post that. So that's intriguing. So his second album is actually completed. So the time frame to bring that out, I don't know. But as soon as I get any of the songs, I'll drop it. I really like reading the inspiration behind a lot of his songs. So that'll be fun. Let's see. We've got... sorry. Notes. I always got notes. Actually, I know of three songs from his new album, No Heat Tonight, Morning Grit. I heard a rumor that there's one called Oil in My Coffee. Doesn't really sound appetizing, but I'm interested in hearing what it sounds like. And then the Crankshaft Shuffle. I believe that's the one that he does with his son. He does a duet, but then he also does like this guitar duel, I think. Anyway, that'll be fun to find out. What happened this last week? Well, I got to spend... Well, it was a crazy work week, first of all. And my son and my grandson got their next stripe on their belts in jiu-jitsu. That was awesome. So we got to go out to dinner and visit there. Got to spend time with my oldest boy, my grandson's father. Love Evan. And I love all my kids. Why do I say things like that? I adore all my kids and my grandkids. Anyway, it was nice to see my son because I don't get to see him very often. I went out to dinner for that. We had Rocky Ridge Days. That was awesome in our city. And that's just magical for my family. It's almost like Christmas. It's not Christmas, but I mean, it's like that level of what fun and what we look forward to. And getting together with everybody in our town. There's 1,000-something people live in our little tiny town. But we get together, and other cities come, from even an hour away. They come down. They did. I didn't get to go last year. I was so sick. And this year I got to go, and they did fireworks. Whoa. The fireworks were absolutely phenomenal. And that was incredible. And then, and it's done by the fire department. And then a fire started, and there was a bit of a pause. They're dealing with the fire, and everyone's like, "Oh, I guess it's over. Oh, look, there's a fire," and people are getting up and they're starting to leave, and then the fireworks start again. That was pretty funny. Had fantastic food, and then a canyon nearby, a beautiful, beautiful canyon that is near my home. After like 3 or 4 years, it finally opened because they had wildfires up there. And then they wouldn't let us up because the wildfires burnt the trees, and they're big, massive mountains. You go in this really tight canyon. And then we had from the snow, melting, there were floods. So it was just too dangerous to go up there, and it was open. And I went up with my wife and all my children and my best friend and his family. That was so lovely. That was literally the cherry on top of everything yesterday. It's been so long since we've just been able to just go out and do something with family. We laughed, we played board games at the picnic tables, and that was lovely. That's pretty much it. Do I have any stories? No, not that I can think of. I slept in because I needed the sleep, making health the priority again. What's coming up? Lots and lots and lots of things. There's always lots of things. I am switching on the podcast. I just haven't had my equipment has been rebelling a little bit lately. That's why I didn't finish up the last 2 of the season. And I think I'm going to go back to the personal. I have still not found my beat, I haven't found my groove with the podcast. And that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I love doing podcasts. But I think I want to really speak my mind and about writing, about the landscape, about the world, just about stories. And maybe have more conversations with my kids. I miss having conversations with Asia, with my daughter. She's so opinionated. I absolutely love her opinion. Also, guess what? My daughter Jessie Bear, she said she will have conversations with me. That would be fun. I love talking with Jessie. I like to talk with all my kids. But we're going to do that with podcasts. I think I'm just going to have more fun. Fun is good. A lot closer. Sorry, Joseph. Got stuck to Ben Dragon over the weekend. Bumped into him. And yeah, we're close with the hero within. And yeah, that's just going to be fun. Anyway, lots of stuff. Love you guys. I'm so happy to be able to do this full time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your encouragement. I know I'm just one guy. I hope that I'm giving you things that you love. Can I get back into the books and the storytelling? I need to get back into that. And I just have lots of goals. Big, silly, probably impossible goals that I'm going to shoot for anyway, because that's just the way I roll. Anyway, have a good day. Have a great week. And remember, you are more than you think you are. And we'll see you next time.